Hello, in this video I'll show you how to remove the starter motor on Peugeot 307 1.6 HDI. The starter motor on this car is located on the rear of the engine, just above the long CV axle. In order to get access to the starter motor on the bottom of the car, you need to remove the long CV axle, and here on top of the car you need to remove the battery and the battery housing. We need to remove the battery and the battery housing because one of the bolts holding the starter motor is on the top here. We need to remove that bolt. We'll start by removing this air intake hose and the battery housing. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Next, we're going to remove that metal plate that the battery is sitting on. These are all the bolts that are holding on to this metal plate, and there is one bolt that's on the bottom just behind the large liner. So in order to remove that last bolt, we need to remove the large liner. Now I'm going to remove the last bolt, which is right there, that's holding the battery housing, the metal plate that's underneath the battery. I'm going to remove that bolt, and then I'm going to go to the top of the car and remove this metal plate for the battery housing. Now that the battery housing is removed, I have access to the bolt holding the starter motor. The bolt holding the starter motor is the one on the right. It's the hex bolt with size 6 Allen key. I'll show you again another view of the bolt that I'm going to be removing. It's the right bolt right there. It's with Allen key size 6. That's the bolt holding the starter motor out. Next, I'll go to the bottom of the car and I'll start removing the long CV axle because it's in our way for the starter motor. But before that, I need to drain the transmission oil. This is the drain plug for the transmission oil, and that's the lever plug right there. Next, I'm going to drain the transmission oil, and then I'll take out the CV axle. Next, I'm going to remove the long CV axle. First, I'm going to remove this bolt for the bolt joint. Then I'm going to remove the bolt for the CV joint. And next I'm going to take out the control arm. I also need to take the control arm out of the ball joint, so I've hammered it a little bit, and I'm going to use this puller to take out the control arm from the CV joint, from the ball joint, and now I'm going to take out the CV joint. Next I'm going to remove the CV axle. For this long CV axle, first we need to remove two bolts holding it here, just there, one bolt there, one there, on the transmission mount. To remove those two bolts, we need size 30 Torx, and when we remove those bolts, then we can take out the CV axle. That's the two bolts removed, and also this bracket that's holding it. Now I'm going to use a pry bar and just pry out the CV axle from the transmission. You can see where I'm pushing onto the CV axle, and it will come out of the transmission. I'll show you just in a second. You can see it came out a little bit. I'll show you a closer view of where it came out of the transmission. You can see right there. Now I'm going to take the CV axle out. Now that the CV axle is out, I have access to the starter motor. Before removing the starter motor, first I'm going to remove this box, which is held by this one bolt. I'm not going to remove it completely, just remove the bolt and put that box to the side because there is some vacuum lines on it. And after I put that box to the side, then I have access to the starter motor. This is the starter motor right there. First I'm going to, we need to remove the starter motor, but first I'm going to remove the power cable and the solenoid cable. They're held by two nuts, one size 13 and one size 8, I think, or 10. After removing the power cable and solenoid cable, there is another two bolts holding the starter motor. One of them is right there, and the other one is on top of the starter motor here on this side. And the third bolt we already removed on the other side. Here you can see I already removed the two nuts holding the power cable and the solenoid cable. Next I'm going to remove the other two bolts holding the starter motor. The two bolts are again Allen key size 6, like the one on the other side on top of the car that we already removed earlier. That's Allen key size 6. The bottom bolt is easy to remove, but the top bolt you need some extensions in order to get to it. That's the bottom bolt holding the starter motor removed. Now I'm gonna go and remove the top bolt. In order to remove the top bolt, you can see where I put my ratchet on. It's on top of the starter motor. you should put your extension by hand. You should feel where the bolt is and then put the ratchet on and just loosen it. Once it's loosened, you can remove the ratchet and loosen, get the extension by hand and just remove the bolt by hand. And that's the top bolt removed. Like I said, it's very hard to get access to it, but you'll manage eventually. And now we can take out the starter motor. And as the starter motor out, putting it back on is in the exact reverse order. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.